Today, I'm going to compare two action RPG games, Elden Ring and Black Myth: Wukong. Both games feature stunning visuals, epic combat, and a rich environment. But which one is better? Let's find out. Elden Ring is a collaboration between Hidetaka Miyazaki, the creator of the Dark Souls series, and George R.R. Martin, the author of Game of Thrones. The game is set in the Lands Between, a world blessed by the Greater Will, a cosmic force that created the Elden Ring, a magical object that shaped the world according to its will. The Elden Ring was housed within the Erd Tree, a giant golden tree that gave power to the demigods, the descendants of Queen Marika the Eternal, the first ruler of the Lands Between. However, the Elden Ring was shattered by someone or something, causing the Erd Tree to wither and the demigods to fall into madness and war. The shattering of the Elden Ring also awakened the Tarnished, the exiled people who once lived in the Lands Between but lost their grace and were banished by the Greater Will. You play as one of the Tarnished, who returns to the Lands Between to seek the fragments of the Elden Ring and become the new Elden Lord. Along the way, you will encounter various characters, factions, enemies, and secrets, as well as explore the vast open world and its 6 regions, each ruled by a demigod. You will also have to face the challenges of the Golden Order, the remnants of Queen Marika's loyalists who seek to restore the Elden Ring and the Erd Tree. While Black Myth: Wukong is based on Journey to the West, one of the 4 great classical novels of Chinese literature. The game follows the adventures of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, who escorts monk Xuan Tsang on his journey to India in the 600s CE to bring back Buddhist scriptures to China. However, the game is not a faithful adaptation of the original story, but rather a gritty and dark version that explores the hidden truth behind the legend. Wukong travels across a vast and beautiful world, facing various enemies, challenges, and secrets. Elden Ring is an action role-playing game that combines the elements of From Software's previous games, such as Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro, with new features and mechanics. The game allows you to create your own character, choose from various classes and skills, and customize your weapons, armor, and magic. You can also summon spirits to aid you in combat or exploration, or play online with other players in co-op or PvP modes. You can also interact with NPCs, factions, and quests, and affect the world with your actions. The combat is hard but fun, requiring you to use various weapons, magic, and tactics to defeat different foes, including epic bosses. Black Myth: Wukong is an action RPG where you play as Wukong, who can transform into different animals and objects, such as a flying insect, a giant monster, or a golden cicada. Use spells, weapons, and a magic staff. You fight against various enemies and bosses in a realistic and destructible world. The combat is fast and fluid, inspired by the Souls genre games like Bloodborne. You have stamina, healing, stances, forms, dodging, evading, counterattacking, magic, and slight weather control. In the game, you explore a beautiful world with different landscapes, enemies, and secrets. The game is mainly mission-based and mostly focused on boss fights. Elden Ring and Black Myth: Wukong both feature stunning graphics and environments. However, they use different game engines and technologies to achieve their visual effects. Elden Ring is powered by From Software's custom engine, which has been used for their previous games, such as Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. The engine is known for its atmospheric lighting, detailed textures, and realistic animations, but it also has some limitations, such as low resolution and pop-in issues. Elden Ring is expected to run at 4K 60 FPS on PS5 and Xbox Series X and support ray tracing on PC. Black Myth: Wukong is powered by Unreal Engine 5, the latest version of the popular game engine that supports advanced features such as Nanite, Lumen, and Chaos. The engine allows for high-fidelity graphics, dynamic lighting, and physics-based destruction, as well as seamless transitions between indoor and outdoor scenes. Black Myth: Wukong is also enhanced by NVIDIA RTX technology, which enables realistic reflections, shadows, and global illumination. Black Myth: Wukong is reported to run at 4K 60 FPS with RT on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Based on the trailers and gameplay videos, Black Myth: Wukong seems to have an edge over Elden Ring in terms of graphical quality and performance. Black Myth: Wukong has more detailed and diverse environments, smoother and sharper graphics, and more impressive effects and animations. Elden Ring, on the other hand, has a more consistent and coherent art style and a larger and more immersive open world. Elden Ring allows the player to create their own character and customize their appearance, gender, voice, and name. The game also lets the player customize their equipment, weapons, magic, and skills, and experiment with different combinations and builds. The game also has a crafting system that lets the player create and upgrade their items and consumables. Unlike Elden Ring, you aren't a generic character in Black Myth Wukong, so there is limited character customization. But the game still allows the player to customize their equipment, weapons, spells, and abilities, and try out different combinations and styles. Elden Ring features a rich and immersive soundtrack composed by Yuka Kitamura and other talented musicians from Software. The soundtrack consists of various themes and motifs that reflect the game's world, characters, and story. While Black Myth Wukong has been authorized by the China Central Television to use the soundtrack from the 1986 TV series Journey to the West. So, which game is better, Elden Ring or Black Myth Wukong? The ultimate verdict of comparison between Elden Ring and Black Myth Wukong is not easy to make, as Black Myth Wukong is still in development and have not been released yet. But we can say that Elden Ring and Black Myth Wukong are both promising and exciting action RPGs, but they appeal to different tastes. Elden Ring is dark and gritty, while Black Myth Wukong is a fresher and more vibrant game. Elden Ring is free and creative, while Black Myth Wukong is story-driven and spectacular. So that's it, fam. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the wait. I remembered something. If you haven't watched this video yet, you are missing out on so much. So go watch it. Peace.